I got recognized by Google. So me being recognized as good by Google showed that there's actually a future in what I'm doing. Because in the film industry, I've been able to navigate various roles. I'm a producer, I write scripts, and I'm also an actor. So most of the novels I've been trying to write currently, I usually tell them from the perspective of not just a writer. Okay, if I to be in this situation, what would I do? More like an actor also, because I'm also trying to feature into directing. So I also use that in my novels.
Welcome to another edition of Voices of African Literature, where we interact with African writers. I am M.S.C. Okolo, and today we sit with a young Nigerian author, Oluwafikayomi Oyewole. Hello, Fikayomi, how are you doing today?
I'm really great, Mark and Jiwa.
Thank you, I'm good. And thank you for agreeing to this interview. I will go straight and ask, who is Oluwafikayomi Oyewole? Even the name itself tells a story.
Yes, so Oluwafikayomi Oyewole is a young author, actor, scriptwriter, film producer, CEO Oladuni Productions, CEO Imole Asha Magazine, and also the CEO of Inku, where we connect writers to producers.
Great.
Thank you.
From what you're saying, you must have started writing at a very young age. No, don't tell me, let me guess. 8, 7,
It's
8. What inspired you to start writing at an age when people are still learning how to read?
Okay, yeah. So when as a young person, my childhood was very adventurous.
Yeah.
I loved taxing my brain to do things beyond my age. I loved speaking to people through many mediums and all. So then I was like, wow, I read one of Uncle Onishinka's book where I really enjoyed it because I love his books. I'm a fan of his works. Then I was like, wow, I must be like this daddy or I will become better than him. So I found a way that, okay, yes, I love telling stories, emotions, and everything. So I just thought, writing could actually be my way out. So I decided to start writing.
Tell me, what was the first novel you wrote and what inspired it?
Yes.
And also, what was the creative process like? I mean, I'm curious at such an age.
So the first novel I wrote was The President.
Okay.
The President basically followed all along a young guy like that who is being considered as coming from the low class level, like more of all these poor persons, and is usually being discriminated in the school places and all like that. So all of a sudden he becomes the president, and now he has to help those who once rejected him, ignored him, and abused him. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's basically what it's
I
about.
was actually going to, ask, your influence, but you already said Shoyinka. Apart from Shoyinka, did your grandmother tell you some stories?
Well, unfortunately, by the time I was giving birth to
No.
both grandparents at the
Sympathy. And what of your mother, your parents? Did they also read you maybe bedtime story, something that
Yeah.
maybe
Well, my dad, they're usually mostly working. But my dad is a writer, a
okay.
writer and a radio presenter, Chief Okolo Oyewole. Yes. So most times they're like, wow, my dad is a great person. So I usually want to be like, I guess I inherited all this creativity from him.
Okay. That's
So
great.
then Chief Abiodun actually also did a lot of works. Then
What kind of themes do you normally explore in writing?
well, my team depend on the inspiration I get at the moment. I've written about romance, I've written about thrillers, I've written about societal issues, justice, and a lot of things. So it was under the ones I wrote about Object Vow. It was under the thriller I wrote War and Chief, which was about slavery in Nigeria. It was also under the drama and adventure that I wrote Dark Knights. And about the societal, I wrote Shattered Dreams.
What you're actually trying to tell me that is completely very easy for you to balance, right across genre.
Yes.
Oh, good. So tell us, do you really believe that literature has a role to play in the socio-political crisis, maybe facing
Yes.
Nigeria, Africa by
Yes.
extension?
Yes, actually. Because one thing I noticed about we Nigerians is that the ability we do have mostly is reading or watching movies. Because we basically can spend 1 hour, in fact even more than an hour at times, watching films. But to sit down and watch the news is usually a problem at times. So I believe the only way we can change people, the only way we can pass information is through literature, both books, films, and other devices.
You keep talking about films, films, films. You must belong to a film industry. Now,
Yes.
if you do, how was it easy for you? You are just 16 to break into such a space, at a very young age.
So about the movie industry, my dad was once in it.
Okay,
That
that makes
time, him
sense
and
now.
all this that Malian boy, they used to work together. Uncle Kolawole, Olayemi Junior. Yeah, so they used to work together and all like that. So basically, me growing up, I think I was 6 years old or so. Then I met this daddy Atakwa. Is a Nigerian actor. He invited me to a set here in Adike, where I met Chief Olaya Igwe and many other persons. So that basically improved my love for filmmaking because I saw the way everything was done. I was like, wow, wow. I wanted to join the filmmaking on that day, but let me just say it became history because I had to go to school at that point and it would have definitely affected my studies at that age. So I had through that gaining insight on it. And after some years, when I was 12 years old, I was like, okay, I think I'm somewhat mature now for the film industry. So I started checking out various opportunities. Can I get to work here? Can I do this here? But one thing most people used to do was like they underrated my age. They were like, oh, you're just 12 years old. How do you expect to do this? How do you expect to know this? How do you expect to know that? Meanwhile, to me, I've done a lot of things even behind the scene then that's because I'm not really someone that knows how to use social media well. So most of my works is usually low key and also then all of a sudden I tried applying for TAFTA because I got added to one WhatsApp group by another person. I wanted to leave the group the following day, but like let me just wait and watch what is going to happen. Then I just saw the message calling the youths to come and apply for TAFTA which is still academy for the Art of Technology Hospitals in collaboration with Mastercard Foundation. So I was like, for the youths. Because as for me, I don't agree to rejection. I just feel like a no means you are better than where you are rejected. So I was just like, let me try this one again. Possibly I'll be rejected again, but it doesn't affect me. Then I applied for it. In fact, I used my village and everything that and I received the mail that okay, congratulations, you have been chosen and all at a very young age. I was just shocked, like wow. So that's basically how I got into the industry.
So, is there any way this your film experiences also influence the way you go about writing your novels?
Yes, because in the film industry, I've been able to navigate various roles. I'm a producer, I write scripts, and I'm also an actor. So most of the novels I've been trying to write currently, I usually tell them from the perspective of not just a writer. Okay, if I were to be in this situation, what would I do? More like an actor also, because I'm also trying to feature into directing. So I also use that in my novels.
Okay. Now, talking about films, you must have written some or produced some
Yes.
small films.
Yes.
Is there one that is very personal to you?
Yes. Well, personally, all my films are personal to me.
Just share one with us at least now.
Because I feel every film is based on emotion. Because I'm more like this person that loves emotion now films. So the one most personal to me should be Silent Strangers, which I uploaded on YouTube some months ago. So and why it was personal was I basically had the chance of using it to empower my fellow teenagers into this creative industry.
Oh, that's great. That's great because I was going to ask. I mean, with all these film experiences, and did it ever occur to you to do a project that will involve, bringing people like you together to also work on a film?
Yes.
But now you've answered that question before I even asked.
Yeah.
That's great.
Thank
You
you.
must have also won some awards.
Yes.
Before you go there, let me tie this question to it. I mean, that kind of award will, of course, give you a certain kind of visibility.
Yes.
So that visibility will give you a certain kind of swag. So how the swag and the confidence tie them all together and help our young ones out there to
Yes.
see what that kind of achievement can also do for them.
So me growing up into the film industry, should I say I was more I won't really say confused, but I was not exploring various words. That was what prompted me to take coding classes and programming classes. We competed against Indians and foreigners in coding in meta apps organized by Champs. So I participated in that. I won the certificate of participation, even though I was unable to submit my project at the end time. So after that, I got recognized by Google. So me being recognized as good by Google showed that there's actually a future in what I'm doing.
Yeah, give me five.
That there's actually a future in what I'm doing,
Yeah.
and that I shouldn't give up based on societal limitations. So then after that, I was featured by Tafta for their success story, and that truly gave me confidence because as one of the youngest person, I guess, even if I'm not the youngest, so as one of the youngest persons, and also to be recorded, like, okay, yeah, this person is doing great, and to be as someone who they are using to inspire people, I feel it's worth a lot.
No, it is. It
It's
is.
worth a lot.
It is. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, huge one too. Um, Talking about your, this is the age of the social media, right? So you must have also some kind of online presence.
Yes.
Do you have any maybe online magazine that you also use to, tell people what you do?
Yes. Okay, so about online presence. My online presence started with LinkedIn. LinkedIn, where I do share
Okay.
concepts of filmmaking, even as a young boy, and that basically exposed me to a lot of foreigners, where I met amazing people, not just Nigerians and international people, and I was able to build a presence there. Then my Instagram, although I'm not really a social media type of person, so for my Instagram, I brought up the Wale Asha magazine, which is Light of Culture. Because me growing up, I'm someone who loves culture so much. Once it comes to culture like this, my brain suddenly feels like, wow, I must be there, and something like that. So I was like, okay, what are these cultural agents that are not really being celebrated, and they should be, even if they left an impact, or probably their story is somehow extraordinary to believe. Also, people like Alhaji Oshomolu, people like King Sunny Ade, Ayinla Ọmọwúrà, Dr. Sikiru Ayinde Barrister, Professor Oleshoyinka, and many others, even Uncle Kunle Afolayan, Tunde Kinani, and many other persons. So I basically just use my magazine to push them out, to celebrate both the living and the dead, to identify their power and strengths as a legend.
The circle
Yes.
as a writer,
Yes.
the past, the present, and the future all together. Like,
Yes.
yeah, good.
Okay.
So I must ask you this question: do you use AI?
No,
Right.
no.
You don't.
When AI came to existence, I wanted to use it, but like, if I use it, this would definitely not be okay for me. So I tried one, but the outcome, I felt like it wasn't good enough for my creative standard. Because the way I am like this, I basically create my standard. I know what should be expected of me. Because even as a young person, I don't write based on, okay, yeah, he's a young person. That should be standard. I try to write like an adult. Yes.
At least on that we are on the same side because I was already thinking that maybe you're going to tell me, I use AI to write it, and I will say, oh, old school. Okay. So you must have also faced some challenges
Yes.
in your filmmaking and writing. What are those challenges you faced, and how can you also advise young people out there if
So
are facing similar challenges?
So about filmmaking challenges I faced entering the film industry, it wasn't really easy like it seemed like because facing lots of rejection, facing lots of oh you can't do this, facing lot of how would I say it undervaluing. It's basically trying to kill more about my passion couldn't be killed. Then secondly, societal limitations because the society isn't really a very good society that paved way for the young people. One thing the society believes is that if you are not an adult, I don't think you should be able to achieve this at a young age, which is one of the narratives I'm trying to change through the establishing of Oladun Productions, which is a production group for teenagers, basically teenagers. So we want to things ourselves, we do our things ourselves, we achieve, we get awards ourselves.
So you mean you cannot even have people like me there?
No, we have people there. We have
Okay.
people there. We have crew members that are adults. Because if they are not there, we can't also learn more.
Okay.
Because every day is a learning process. So the way adults are there, they teach us even what we should know that we don't know. And we also too, we are here as per modernity. Also, okay, instead of using this old model, why don't you use this new model? So we just collaborate together to bring in magic.
Thank you. So now tell me, think carefully before you answer me this question. Yeah, where do you see Oluwafikayomi Oyewole in the next 10 years, both in his creative journey and his personal journey?
Okay, so in the next 10 years, based on my vision, I don't I don't think I will just be a normal young person. I plan to be one of those changing narratives all over the world in terms of filmmaking, novels, writing, winning more awards as always. And also see myself as someone now sitting in the midst of adults and sharing my opinions, sharing my objectives, sharing inspirational words because I'm also a spoken word artist here. So sharing a lot of things to people and inspiring people to be the master of their creation, to be the best, and also to tell people that start wherever you are, start with whatever you have. The only no you can have is your mindset, because a filled mindset is a filled life.
We say amen to all that
Yes.
and to wish you the very best.
Thank you.
Well, viewers, you've heard it all. In fact, you have inspired me. So I can imagine how you are inspiring our young listeners out there too. Until we come your way again, please subscribe to this channel, like it, and keep reading because you don't know where it's going to take you. I think that's the central message. Thank you very much for honoring our invitation. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's such a pleasure for me to be on this show, and thank you for even thinking of having a young person like me here.
No, why
Actually,
not?
a pleasure.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we look forward to having you again.
Okay, please like and subscribe to this channel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tell them,
because
tell them. So that they don't hear it
you
just
must
from
like
me.
and subscribe because if you don't like and subscribe, you definitely need to see more videos like this, more inspirational videos. And to all young persons out there, I'm rooting for you. I'm waiting to see the best you can. And also, if you have chances of reaching out to me, sure, reach out to me. We'll definitely create magic. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.